Good afternoon, sir. I am Vidushi from Electronics for You. Here I have with me Ajay Sood, who is the PSA of Government of India. To start with, could you please tell me that what exactly is the function of the PSA to the Government of India?
So the Office of PSA has the responsibility of looking at the entire science policy issues
Okay.
related to all sectors in science and technology. So we have science for policy and policy for science, and it takes care of all the stakeholders,
Okay.
be it academia, be it industry, be it startups, and be it the government. So we look at what policy interventions are needed to take our technology sovereignty to a much better scale.
Okay, perfect. And now, can you please give me an overview of the major national initiatives being driven by our office and the vision behind them?
So, under Office of PSA, we have two arms. One is called Prime Minister Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council, PM STIC, and the other one is Empowered Technology Group. So, in PM STIC, we have initiated many missions. So, I'll give you some example. So, for example, the National Quantum Mission was conceptualized in PM STIC, and this needs from the mission, the fact that will have a mission, then of course it is implemented, it is steered by a ministry, which is the Department of Science and Technology. So our office remains in the picture in terms of formulating this mission and helping to launch it. There are other missions like One Health Mission, which looks at the integrated approach of human health, animal health, and environment. This is again a lesson we learned from COVID. Then there is a green hydrogen mission. Then we have the AI mission, semiconductor mission. Many these national initiatives, missions have been discussed in PM STIC, and it takes it forward.
Okay. And what is the process for the stakeholders to access these initiatives? And what benefits are they getting?
For the missions. So,
Yes.
see, these missions are really looking at how India can be future ready for all these critical and emerging technologies, and how the benefits of technology can be taken to the last mile. So,
Okay.
here all stakeholders are involved, and the implementation obviously is done by a ministry. So our process is that once we converge on having this mission, then it is curated along with the relevant ministry to take it to the complete stage of
Okay.
implementation.
All right.
That's how the stakeholders are involved.
That is great, sir. And could you elaborate upon the Manthan initiative?
So this is a very innovative initiative. We launched it on 15th August 2022.
Okay.
So this mission actually is a R&D and innovation matchmaking platform. You can call it shadi.com equivalent.
Okay.
What happens here? We are bringing together our startups, our academia, industry, and government bodies all on the same platform. So the idea is the following: if anyone has some technology related problem statements which will help the society, this we call it, let's say, one set of people. Then we have other set of people who are capable of solving it, like academia, startups, industry, and so on. So now the problem statements can be loaded on this technology platform, Manthan, and then we help, the Manthan team helps to put together demand and supply, both sides, how to take it. So this is really like a matchmaking. It's not only just you load you'll put it on the web and it works. No, enormous amount of consultation and hand holding is done so that it can see that there is a useful outcome. Just to give you a sense of things, in the last 3.5 years, almost about 8,000 crore rupees worth of projects have been converged upon this, out
Okay.
of which about 1,500 crore rupees have already transacted.
Okay.
And majority of the people who have got this funding are the are the startups and academia. And we, under this Manthan, many centers of excellence have been established. For example, the Center of Excellence on Waste Water Treatment and so on. So,
Mhm.
what happens is here, our idea is that how we can enable all the ecosystem to work together on problems of societal interest. So, that is where the Manthan platform is coming, and it is not only national, even the international players have come on board to contribute to this mission, to this platform.
Okay.
So that is what this Manthan is.
And like what? So India is facing that rare earth issue, right? So what are your views on it? Like, are you planning to make India a self-sufficient Atmanirbhar
Okay.
for rare earth also?
Yeah. Uh, so let me just give you this background of this. See what happens. Rare earths. It's not a new thing. It's they are. By the way, they are not so rare. First, you have to understand. The only thing is their extraction is quite technology driven. Now, in India, fortunately, we have India Rare Earth Limited, IRL, which is coming under Department of Atomic Energy. So, under that, they extract rare earth oxides from monazite sands. And this one is going on for many years.
Okay.
Earlier, their major interest was in extracting probably thorium and uranium from the sands, but now rare earth is equally important. So, right now, they have developed a capability, full capability, to extract pure rare earth oxides already.
Okay.
These are not only the light metal rare earth, also the heavy metal rare earth, which are needed for the rare earth permanent magnets. In rare earth permanent magnets, you need neodymium, you need praseodymium, you need samarium. All these can be extracted, and so in the case of neodymium and praseodymium, they already have the full capability to extract.
Okay.
So we now can get almost, I think, 1,500 tons per year of these rare earth oxides. Now, from that oxide, you need to make a metal, then you alloy it, for example, with the appropriate iron and boron, and then make rare earth magnet from the powder. All this technology now has been developed in India.
Okay. That is
Brilliant. And already now there are companies who will be making rare earth permanent magnets uh, in this from the indigenously sourced rare earth oxide. So this is a big step, but this effort has to be increased because our demand will be much more as we go along. As you know, rare earths are used in all kind of motors, be it for automobile, be it for windmills and so on. So this effort is on. Parallelly, which is not that much known, there is an effort to make rare earth free permanent magnets.
okay.
So these magnets do not use rare earths, which is meant for high magnetization and so on, but there are now ways to do it. And already there are now at least two or three companies who are making rare earth free permanent magnets, which can be used in automobiles.
Okay.
Of course, their size will be slightly bigger of that motor and so on, but still they are usable.
Perfect. That is really nice to know. So, here, how are you ensuring both long-term sustainability and measurable impact of the large-scale initiatives?
So let us take this example of Manthan,
Yeah.
for example, and I will tell you about another initiative which is called RSVC, Rutak Smart Village Centers. Now, our entire effort is to make sure that whatever we do is sustainable in the long run. So, how do we ensure? So, for example, let us take Rutak Smart Village Center, which is a very unique concept launched about a year back. Now, here we are taking technology to the rural sectors in a affordable manner. Now, how do we do that? So, under our another program called RUTAG, Rural Technology Application Group, our office empowered 7 IITs in the phase 1 and now more to come out with the technologies which are meant for the rural sectors. So it was a concerted effort to focus on that. In that, we brought out 74 technologies which relate to water management, which relate to fin sector, which relate to soil related issues, and so on. Now, those technologies, how do we scale it? So, that scaling will happen in RSVC. So, RSVC is established, for example, in a village which is run by either the local village people with the appropriate facilities created. These facilities are created by some implementation partner from private money, not from government money. And they will serve about 40 villages or 50 villages. Now they are sustained because some of the activities in these centers, they generate revenues. For example, in this center, which is like 2 rooms, big rooms with all these technologies displayed, this Ruta technologies, they will have the satellite images, they will have many other whatever is needed, and this is run by the people from that village. These young boys and girls. Now they will have, for example, soil testing facility. It's a machine which will deliver the soil testing results in less than 3 hours, 4 hours, same day, at a very very nominal cost. So the farmer which had to run to cities and wait for a week to get the results of the soil can do that. Now in that the center will generate some resources. So our goal is that this center should become self-sufficient in few years. And all this now concept is now being amplified by tying up with NABARD, National that Bank of Rural Development, NABARD. We have tied up with them. So this now we had 50 centers already in 1 year. 50 RSVC centers have been established by implementation partners, not with government funding. Now, this 50 is not enough for a country of our size. So that is now will be amplified by efforts along with NABARD. So what we are doing is always, how do we scale it up? So in a country of our size, scaling is absolutely essential. Otherwise, a small effort will not go a long way. So this is few examples I told you how we look for sustainability.
And for Manthan, so who exactly can use Manthan? And if a common man wants to make use of it, then how should he approach?
It's very easy.
Okay.
First, you register yourself to make sure that you are a bona fide person.
Okay.
Then you can be from the supply side, you can be from the demand side, right? Supply side means who can give solutions, like academic institutes, startups, any private player who thinks they have solution. Demand side means who wants solution. For example, government departments, state departments, philanthropic organizations, and anyone, foundations, they want to solve some societal problems. for example, waste management.
Okay.
So what happens is that both sides will be on the platform. They are it will be checked that they are bona fide and all that. So you can't have mischievous players on the side. And our team make sure that this hand holding is done in a manner which is of course very transparent, but also privacy preserving, because there could be players who will say, oh, I have this issue, but I don't want to make it completely public, because there could be some other interest. So it will be all taken care. So this platform, or you can call the box where they will interact, digital platform, is supported by the human team also. So it's not everything is just digital and you don't need any intervention.
So the confidentiality is preserved.
If it is required.
Okay, if it is required.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is very transparent. And by the way, Office of PSA does not get any benefit out of that in terms of commercial terms. So we don't have any right on the IP. IP is settled between the people who are funding and the people who are doing the work. Our office is investing in this platform and our team as a service to the society.
Okay.
So whatever happens is remaining with the society. I hope it is clear. So
Yes,
we are
it's
not
clear.
getting any benefit of the IP or the fees or any. It's completely we are doing pro bono, so to say, but we are using our government resources to maintain this platform, to have our team and so on.
So, the Office of the Scientific Advisor is not a part of PMO, or is it?
Everyone is a part of government, right? I mean, we are all working for that. So we are working for the government, right? Because we are, we have a team which is employed by the government. So we work for the government, but our point is that we connect with government, we connect with academia, we connect with industry, we connect with startups. So this four-way connection is very unique to us, because we can do the hand holding, and we do not belong to any ministry. So we really connect with all ministries wherever S&T intervention is needed.
Okay.
So this is a unique office, and because of this experience, we initiated a Chief Science Advisor Roundtable in G20 in 2023. In India introduced this idea for the first time, and it has been accepted very, very nicely, because no such platform exists in any multilateral, whether you take G7 or OECD. So this platform has connection to government, because chief science advisors are part of the government, like I am part of the government, but we also connect to all stakeholders. So that way we have this uh, you can say omnipresent uh, connection.
Yes, understood. And once an idea is submitted, like what support is provided, that is the funding, mentorship, or validation?
Under Manthan?
Yes, under Manthan.
So Manthan, we do not provide a fellowship support.
Okay.
Our idea is when the two parties agree, the party who is saying we want to solve a societal problem, and the people who say we can solve it, they come together, and there is a, as I said, already 1500 crore rupees have already transacted, which means it is done. So they agree on what is deliverable, and it is done. And but we monitor the progress. So we don't want to leave it, because our prestige is also involved.
Yes.
So we make sure that it is a useful partnership, and we learn from it. It's not that everything will be 100% success, but we learn from it.
Okay, got it. And what is Mission Utthan and why are you focusing on the tier 2 and tier 3 colleges?
Very good question. See, in Manthan, anyone can say, I can solve a problem, right? But the people who are investing, they will also have a choice because they will also know who with whom they can have confidence, right? Supposing you are investing, you will like to know the team is very good and there is a very, very high chance of success. So, what was happening so far? Most of the projects were taken by tier 1 institutes like IITs, IISc, few more institutes. So, we realize that this will not be a very, so to say, a fair way if we want to bring tier 2 and tier 3 universities, colleges, because they will have difficulty competing with IITs. So Utthan has been made only for tier 2 and tier 3. They will come up. There is no question. It is a question of providing the opportunities. So that is what will happen. So Utthan caters only to that. And in that we are building capacity. Because they may not be as ready as IIT. But that does not mean that they cannot be ready. That's right. So that is what it does. So we have brought many good companies who will really handhold this tier 2 and tier 3 colleges and universities to bring them to the next level.
Perfect. And what is this MITI innovation and how does it connect startups, industries, and the smaller towns?
So MITI, MITTI.
MITI.
So this is called MITI or MITI or whatever you call it. So this is an innovation hub. This is Manthan International Federation of Inventors Association, Industries and so on. But I'll explain you what it is. So this is an integrated hub for research and innovation, incubation of startups, pilot projects and investor scaling. So it's a hub which will facilitate all this.
Okay.
So this is something we will bring various players in this platform. Okay. So this already has also been started and it will gain momentum as we go along.
Perfect. And what is, how do MITI hubs help test, pilot and commercialize businesses?
See, the point what we have to see is what it needs to do innovation. So innovation, it is not only that you have an idea. Idea has to be translated into a product which is needed by the society. It's not a product for product's sake. Then it is not a success, right? So this platform will tell what kind of innovations can reach the market. Okay. What is required. So it will handhold. It will also be with the appropriate mentors. It will enable them. So the goal is that we want to make majority of our startups to be successful. Right now, it may be 20%, 30%, whatever number depending on the area. We would like most of the startups to be successful. And that needs handholding. That needs mentorship. That needs training. That also needs knowledge of many, many sectors. It's not enough to be technologically correct. You need to be market ready. You need to see that it meets the needs of the society or whatever people need. So many factors are involved in this innovation cycle. So innovation cycle is not only discovery. Discovery is an important part, but not the only part. Yeah, I agree. So this hub, innovation hub, provides that ecosystem.
All right, got it. And what are the rural smart village centers and how do they work at the village level?
So I was telling this smart village centers we created because we wanted the rural technologies to be disseminated to the farmers, to the people in the villages. So the way we do is in this, if you look at it, we have a physical presence in a village, and which will have about 1000 square feet of space, where technologies which have been developed under Rootag or any other platform, they some of them will be displayed. So farmers can come and look in real time how this works. It will have another 10 more verticals. 10 more verticals. These verticals can be how do you use the satellite image for predicting what should be done for farming. So satellite images are now available, but farmers may not be ready to understand that and implement. So there will be hand holding. So there will be people in this RSVC which will tell them, oh, this image which satellite is giving tells you what is the different parameters in this. Be ready for the sowing in next 1 week. Be ready.
Okay.
Or, oh, there is a danger of excess monsoon after some time. Be ready what to do with your crop.
Okay.
What is the state of the soil? How do you do that? So all these things help.
Okay.
And as I said, soil testing, whether it is deficit in nitrogen or phosphorus or carbon, again it will provide. So this is really a hands-on help. Then we will have advice that government has so many schemes actually. Farmers may not be aware of all of them. So this RSVC helps them. Look, this is already a scheme by PM, let's say in agri-tech or something. You can take advantage. So hand holding. Similarly, in education, it can help. Similarly, in some assistive devices. So if you look at, we have almost like 12 sectors in RSVC which try to help the farmers.
So is it paid or
No, 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 no. We don't get anything paid.
okay?
Our office has created them.
All right.
Initial investment has come from the implementation partners in setting this facility. Correct? For sustaining after 2 or 3 years or one thing, some amount is earned as a revenue. When the with this center, when they do soil testing, they will charge some small amount. That will help them. So it is minimal charges only to sustain that center, not to make profit.
And can you tell me the vision of the women in the STEM program and something about the STEM program as well?
Yeah, so women in STEM is very important. You know that fortunately for us, India now has 44% women in STEM up to postgraduate level.
Okay.
But when it comes further, that number reduces to about 24 to 26% because of various reasons. They just don't come in the system. First, we need to avoid this leakage. 46% is a good number. I think it's one of the highest in the world because our women enrollment has been very good. We have to make programs such that this trained workforce, the women workforce, does not get lost. So there are various schemes by Department of Science and Technology like Kiran, it's called KIRAN. Then there is other program by DBT, CSIR, ICMR. These are all scheme for women. Now our office in Manthan, we have launched few programs on Manthan. We have brought out coffee table books on like women in chemistry, women in other fields along with other partners. And we organize some lecture series with IIT Delhi help and so on. Our goal is, and for girl students, we have few schemes. Some philanthropic organizations funded that they will fund X number of girl students from villages in the STEM to train them or to motivate them, and so on. So all these are the programs in Manthan platform, which supplements the program which are going in other government agencies. We are not the only one, but it is very important that we have to empower women not only in STEM, in all walks of life, and we are focusing on STEM right
now. Okay, got it. And how does it support women researchers and innovators?
So this is the idea. So we also have on Manthan a section for where women entrepreneurs can bid for it or can come forward. So this is again a small effort, but the idea is wherever we can empower them, we empower them, and we also connect in the mentorship and so on. So this is actually, it's a 360-degree approach we need to take to really make it work.
All right. And how are these emerging technologies like AI, drones, hydrogen, and quantum computing integrated into these missions?
So actually, whatever you have said have been launched as national missions
National missions, okay.
under Prime Minister Science Technology Innovation Advisory Council.
Yes.
Correct? That has been launched. Now, in those missions, there are definitely deliverables. So, our office helps in running these missions. So, we are deeply involved in all these missions, one way or the other. Okay. And our goal is that whatever are the mission deliverables, we want to see wherever there are policy hurdles, wherever there are requirements that more than one ministry is involved, how do we bridge the gap, how do we catalyze. So all these missions in that way, for example, AI mission, let me take one example. AI mission is being run by MIT. Now I chair a committee, national committee, as PSA, where we have come out with the framework for AI governance, okay, which is a big issue in ethics and so on. But we have to make sure that in the name of safety, we do not kill innovation. You cannot be paranoid about one thing, which is important, because ethics and the misuse of AI is a very, very important subject. You know that. Deep fake and so on. Government is coming out with many, many safety mechanisms. It's absolutely essential. So this AI governance framework, which will be released very soon by MIT, has actually come out with the framework. Okay. It's a very, very effective policy framework, which again, MIT and our office are going to bring it out.
Okay, perfect. And like Manthan has facilitated 8,277 crore in opportunities and 360 plus partnerships. So how do you access the real impact versus the funding numbers?
It's a good question. So what we are trying to do now, we would like to now undertake a study where the outcomes of this will be analyzed. So you have to realize this, only 3 years are over for the Manthan, 3.5 years. And many of these projects which you mentioned about worth 1,500 crores are over. Those are the ones which we will be analyzing now for the outcomes. The responsibility for the outcome rests with the people who have come forward to take the challenges. But this will teach us how do we do in future. See, it's a learning exercise, continuous. So this we are very conscious that we should evaluate the outcome, which we are doing now, and how we can learn from it for our future development of this Manthan mission. So it's an ongoing process, but it's an important one.
It is, yes. So the last question, that for young innovators and entrepreneurs listening to this conversation, what message would you like to share with them?
I will say this is the time for India. There cannot be a better time and place. Be bold, if you have ideas, if you have zeal, energy, stamina, perseverance to take up these challenges, do it. And government has been providing enough framework, enough resources, enough help, enough policies to enable them. More will be done in future, but this leadership under Prime Minister Modi is very, very keen that technology has to be at the center stage of India's Viksit Bharat. That's the message. And you know that in all the August 15 speeches, our PM has always emphasized innovation, always. And Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and Jai Anusandhan was added. And in that venture, which I should not forget through this your channel, the recent which will happen implementation in next few weeks, rupees 1 lakh crore corpus for research and development fund, which is meant for private sector. 1 lakh crore, 11 billion US dollar, is meant only to promote R&D, cutting edge R&D in private sector. So it is industry driven. Anusandhan National Research Foundation is academia driven. So these two complementary programs will make a huge difference in my understanding. And I can see that for young people, there couldn't have been a better time.
Yes, got it. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
this incredible interview. And thank you so much for,
Thank you.
I mean, make us understand this well.